great piano. Where do I begin? This is a Steinway Model K built in 1908. Most of it is still original. It has the original finish. It's checked, it's not perfect, but it has the original ivory keys that are like perfect. There's no yellowing, no cracking on the ivories. And it has the original strings and original 2-0 tuning pins. It's never been rebuilt, and I just finished tuning it. The tuning pins are tight, like the day it left the factory. It's never been repinned. And it's 118 years old. It was delivered by a horse. The only thing that's not original are the bridle straps. You can look that up on AI. No time to explain that. And it has a fairly new set of Steinway hammers from the factory. We didn't put them on. They did a really good job. We got this from West Virginia. The movers came, piano movers said, we got this piano and we need to get rid of it. They brought it in. I said, I love it. There's nothing I didn't like about it. So we worked on the action, we regulated it, and I just finished tuning it. And what an amazing piano this is. It's not unusual for us to get older Steinways like this. Grands too. Some of them were built the turn of the century, where they were delivered by a horse, and mostly in original condition. It's built like a ship. It's so sturdy. Paul takes really good pictures of the pianos inside and out, and so there's a little blue button you can click next to this video. You can scroll through the pictures while you're watching the video. It's not a perfect finish. It's definitely aged, but it's black, it's original, and even inside on the plate where the serial number is, he'll show a picture that it says ebonized. They did it at the factory. But unbelievable tone. For you teachers out there, this would be perfect for an advanced student. This will be around another 100 years. Why wouldn't it be? It still has the original strings, the original tuning pins that are tight. See, over time, those tuning pins are going in, they're machine threaded. They go into laminated rock maple, and they're driven in with a hammer. And over many, many decades, they'll usually get loose. And they have several size diameters thicker, fractionally thicker, so that when you pull the old tuning pins, put the next size in, it gives you instant torque, and it buys another 20 or 30 years. This has the original tuning pins that are tight, like factory tight, with the original strings. Never broke a string. For you teachers out there, as far as a tone, it's on the mellow side, like a typical Steinway would be, especially with newer hammers. And it has a very nice, even, creamy, rich tone to it, because the hammers are newer and they're Steinway. And I give the tone on this a 4, from a 1 to a 10. 1 would be very mellow, 10 would be bright. Touch, I'd give it a 6. It has a firm touch like you would expect. They still make this model, the Steinway Model K, today, and the list price on it is $53,100. $53,100. Look what we're asking for it, $78.98. I mean, Steinway still makes terrific pianos, but I don't think the new one is made any better than this. And this is just a beast. It has everything you'd ever want in a piano. I'd be thrilled with it. If you put this on a hardwood floor, it would rock your world. It would just sound fantastic. It's got the most beautiful ringing sustain. That's on carpet. You put that on a hardwood floor, you're going to hear it around the block. I pulled up some fun facts with this thing. It was built 4 years before the Titanic sunk. It was built in 1908, the same year the Model T Ford came out, introduced. The Model T Ford came out when there's famous people that were born on this date was Jimmy Stewart and Betty Davis. And the people that have died on this date were Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid in Bolivia. They were killed in 1908. So it just tells you how old it was, and it was surely delivered by a horse. I mean, they didn't start delivering pianos in New York City or anywhere with trucks until around 1915, I believe. So this was delivered by a train and a horse, and it's absolutely in great shape. We'll deliver this anywhere across the lower 48 states. We do it all the time. That if you're within 100 miles, a very generous, liberal 100-mile radius of Beltsville, Maryland, it's free delivery. And then the piano comes with just such great power and sound, and it's a Steinway. We've been doing this. My hands have been behind a tuning hammer for almost 50 years. I've been behind a tuning hammer for almost 50 years, 1 year shy. And so many times when we get Steinway uprights, we rebuild them, recondition them. We have to start all over, put new strings, new hammers, all new parts in it. And usually at that point we refinish it as well. But I'm not going to refinish this, not for the price I'm asking, $7,898. Someone is going to absolutely love this piano. And it just wasn't played heavily because it still has the original strings. Someone is really going to beat it up. The strings have been replaced, or several of them have. Bass strings will pop on them sometimes. It's just amazing. And the ivories, look at the pictures of the ivories. They're just stunning. There's no chips, there's no cracks in them at all. They look like the day they left the factory. It's unreal. And it didn't have a bench, so we put a brand new artist bench with it. There are 3 ways you can go about this, and you should move quick. Anytime we have a Steinway upright that's less than $10,000, it sells pretty darn fast. First, you could come in and see it. We're open 7 days a week. You don't need an appointment. If you know you're coming in, and you should really move quick on it. We never pressure people to buy, but you should call if you're within 24 hours of coming here. We'll be happy to put a 24-hour hold on it with no deposit. So come in 7 days a week, 1 mile from the Washington Beltway, easy to find. Just GPS Rick Jones Pianos. We're at the 1 o'clock position of the Washington Capitol Beltway. Easy from Baltimore, easy from Northern Virginia, easy from anywhere in the district. Second way would be to call us with any questions and order it over the phone. And if you're outside that 100 mile, you're watching this video from Pittsburgh or Texas or California, Washington State, there's going to be a delivery charge, but it's really affordable. You'll be amazed. Throw it in the shopping cart. You're not obligated to buy it. It'll bring up this screen and alphabetize, and you can look up your state. So you're in Arizona or you're in Colorado, wherever. Look up and you'll see the fixed price of getting this in your home. You'll be amazed how inexpensive it is. And we really worked the piano over well. To prove that we ship these pianos and set them up with very happy customers nationwide, go to our testimonial page at the top and type in your state. Washington State, that's about as far away from Beltsville, Maryland. It's almost 3,000 miles from here. And type in Washington State and start moving east. In Maine, Florida, Texas, anywhere, Oklahoma, type in Michigan, Illinois, and start reading all the thank you letters from Wisconsin and Minnesota. We've been doing this almost 50 years, and we have really good will. To prove that also, go to Google reviews, Yelp reviews, go to the AI platforms and do a deep dive on Rick Jones pianos. I think you'll want this piano. It's really unique. It'll outlive us all, I guarantee. Well, it'll outlive me because I'm almost 69, but if you're 29, someone's going to be playing this long after you're gone. It's going to be around. Why not? When's it supposed to die? It's 118 years old and it's in great condition. Unbelievable. Thanks.